What did you think of the first half of the new season of Bridgerton?
I honestly think that it might be my favorite so far. I love how they bring in Sophie, who kind of has this humble background as a maid, and they show how she brings that humility into high society. And then they bring in Benedict, who's always lived in high society and kind of has been pampered. And I think that the kind of dichotomy that they present there is really interesting.
Yeah.
I agree with all that. I was kind of thinking the same thing. In addition to, they have sort of the Cinderella complex going on, except she's not your traditional Cinderella. She's not white or blonde. She's, different culturally. And I really appreciate that. I also really appreciate, with the Cinderella complex, how she loses her glove and he's on the hunt to find her. And he's just, has this like relentless love and he's going to find her and he's searching and he's looking and he's pursuing, which is, comparable to God's love for us. And that was just, he's never ending, searching and loving and pursuing.
Yeah, I think that's an aspect that we can kind of appreciate more. And I also think that we can appreciate that diversity a little bit more. Because to me, it's almost like British society, how British society should have been, where before they were, racist and they weren't seeking diversity, but in the modern world, we understand that as racism, and as Christians, we can say, hey, no, we're going to be accepting of everyone and create a
more realistic Bridgerton. I guess like you said, really only accepted more, your stereotypical white person in high society back then. And that's kind of what this show is doing, is taking what high society was back then, but putting that more modern, realistic, equal, loving twist on it.
Oh.
And to me, I just think that's more distinctly Christian.
Yeah.